Hello fellow parents, welcome to my channel, Witch in France. Today we are talking about Halloween! Hi parents, this week's video is about Halloween in France, version 2021. So this video is not going to be a really informational video like I sometimes do. It's just about my experience of Halloween in France. Be sure to stay tuned till the end of this video because I'm going to be telling you about something that surprised me about Halloween in France that I didn't know about before, and I actually just found out. This video is being recorded the week before Halloween. It has come up so fast, just like every year. But we do have some things planned. And yes, we are going to be going trick-or-treating, even in France. When I first came to France as a kid, way back, like eons ago, that's when I came as a teenager, 12-year-old. So back then, Halloween was virtually non-existent outside of, say, international school parties or special events or, say, the American Library of Paris or specific expat groups. If you wanted to celebrate Halloween back then, you really had to be in contact with a group of people that you knew who also celebrated Halloween and were going to organize something. So in between that time, I have been absent from France nearly 20 years. And when I moved back, there was really a huge difference. Like, in the meantime, it's grown a lot. Now, every year, we get trick-or-treaters ring our bell at our house, like at least 10 of them every year. Even last year, the 2020, when like nobody was out, we still got a bunch of people then. I'm not entirely sure what the reason is for it to have grown this way. Halloween is definitely not, or at least trick-or-treating, is definitely not a French tradition. I could only imagine that maybe it has something to do with the growth of internet or social media. Anyways, there's definitely a big difference. Nowadays, Halloween is not huge, but it's pretty common. Over the last 5 years, I've been going out every year trick-or-treating with my daughter. It's true that in the area that we live, it's a place in the suburbs of Paris where there tend to be a lot of expats, international people living around here, as well as international schools, and I think that is related. But certainly in the area, we do have a lot of Americans, British, amongst other nationalities. Just right down from where we live, there's a housing complex, and there's certainly a lot of English-speaking families there. And every year we go to that housing complex to trick-or-treat. We always find houses that are decorated, people dressed up, almost like changing countries. That's the experience that I have. Even if you go outside that place and just down the regular streets, you're going to run into several even French families that have their lights on, that have decorated their house, that you can go and ring the bell and trick-or-treat. There's definitely a change to what it used to be. That might depend a lot on where you live. It might not be the case everywhere in France. If you live in an area where there's not much going on for Halloween, ask around, get in contact with groups, Facebook groups, international schools. Ask. You might find other foreign families want to also organize something. This year, in addition to our usual route through the streets and through the housing complex, we are also going to attend an event organized by a Facebook group of expats. And it's going to be a trunk or treat. So we're going to meet in a place and decorate the trunks of our cars and have the kids go around and get candy. Around here, almost every supermarket has a section for Halloween where they're selling individually packed candies in large bags. They usually sell a few Halloween costumes, and you can even find pumpkins to carve out. Every year, I hear the same discussion about where to go to find a pumpkin. The thing is, though, at least in my area, if you look around a bit, it's not really that hard to find a pumpkin. It's also true that in the Paris area, it does tend to be easier to find a lot of stuff, and maybe around some other big cities as well. But then again, that's true everywhere you go. So I live out in the suburbs, and obviously it's easier to go trick-or-treating in the traditional way, going around to houses. There might not be as many houses that are giving out candies and decorated as maybe in the United States or other places, but usually you'll find something. However, I'm not sure that this is really the case in central Paris. I did hear of one family that had organized with other families in their same building to organize a trick-or-treating for the children, for them to be able to go up and down to the different parts of the building and trick-or-treat. Finally, the one interesting thing that's different about Halloween in France compared to other countries, other than how popular it is. That is the type of costumes. The French associate Halloween costumes with being really limited to like 5 or 6 different types of costumes that have to be scary. So witch, ghost, zombie, vampire, skeleton, maybe a few others. But I just recently had a discussion about how a child wanted to dress up as something that wasn't scary. And apparently this was like not approved of by some French people. Well, anyways, as far as I understood, the kid's going to be able to dress up as they want, but there was a discussion about it. So things like policeman, cowboy, princess, these I thought were really very standard classical costumes to wear at Halloween, but I've heard now that apparently you're not supposed to wear these type of costumes in France at Halloween. Those type of costumes are reserved for Carnival. At Carnival in February, you can wear any type of costume, but for Halloween, I guess they're supposed to be scary ones. Well, I didn't know that. Hey, you learn something new every day. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Bye bye!